What's up, y'all? It's Not Even Re TV, and I'm back with another video. Yesterday I ain't make a video, and I feel bad because I told y'all I was going to make a video every day. But it's been a tower moment in my world. I need to redo my hair, bro. I ain't been sleeping with a scarf, so it's kind of like messing up. I don't care. I like the natural kind of like Rastafarian look. Anywho, let's not get off track. My spirit guides have guided me, since I have time today. My spirit guides have guided me to share my story. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I heard God telling me to use my throat chakra to help whoever I can help with my story. It took me a long time to speak on a lot of things, and I slowly have become more confident and more vulnerable being able to speak my story. A lot of spiritual attacks have been placed upon my life for as long as I can remember, but I didn't realize it until maybe 2-3 years now, but I really started realizing it last year, 2023, 2024, going into this year. And the enemy's mad. The enemy's upset. So the enemy's trying anything at this point to get me to stop talking, using his minions, these weak, weird-minded, narcissistic, energy-draining vampires, try to come up against me. A lot of them have been throwing rocks and hiding their hand. A lot of them don't think that I know. But my guides, my ancestors, Almighty God himself, the Most High, have showed me who you are. If you're shaking in your boots, I understand why. Because you can't throw rocks and hide your hand moving forward. And all that negativity, all that spiritual warfare, and all of that weird energy that you sent my way is being returned right back to sender, 1,000-fold. I know y'all always see me in a happy light, and excuse me if you hear my children sleeping. Also, from the background, you can tell we're in a hotel. Before we was here, I've been in the domestic violence shelter for single mothers who have ran away from their partners, husbands, boyfriends, baby fathers, just trying to regain their power and their strength back to make sure their kids is straight. And I'm one of them victims. I don't really like to call myself a victim. I'm a victor. I'm victorious. And this is what I was telling the ladies back where I was at the domestic violence shelter. And I know God sent me there for a reason too, so I can give them some love and light and testify and share my testimony with them so they know that they're not alone. And like I said, just because most people like to see me in my highest energetic form and always lighting up the room and trying to be as positive as I can be, all of that is really just, that's who I am, right? But I got my kids, bro. I got my kids to live for, and I've been down this road for a long time now, for some years now. As you can see, my energy's not as hyped up as it normally is, and that's because I'm really drained. I'm tired right now. I'm about to recharge as soon as I'm done with this video, get some rest and meditate and pray. But I just come here to let y'all know, like, hey, you never know what nobody going through. You just never know. And that's another reason I love to share my love, my positive energy, my light, my genuine heart with people, and share my story. I've always kind of told my story to other people. I never really got on camera and started talking about too much, but I know that's why the enemy trying to attack me, because he knew this was coming. Him and his minions. They knew. Because you can't throw rocks and hide your hand with me. No, not with me. I'll let you get away for too long. I'll let you lie on me for too long. I'll let y'all gossip about me for too long. I'll let y'all look like y'all the good guys, the good folk for too long. And God told me, nah, let's shake things up. Let's talk about it. So let's talk about it. Where do I start? So at the age of 15, for real, young, dumb, moving too fast. First and foremost, before I even get into that, because it's going to make more sense on why I even put myself, or I was even guided, because everything happens for a reason. I was guided to be in the relationships I was in, right? You never had a father figure, for real. My father's been locked up since I was 1 year old. So, my mom, she did the best she could, you know. We gotta understand generational curses and shit, so a lot of stuff is passed down trauma. So I don't really fault my parents for too much. You know, they did the best they could. My dad, even being locked up for so long in prison, did the best he could, trying to talk to us. It's different, though, when you got a father trying to raise you behind bars and not really there to physically help you and lead you, especially as a woman, as a female, you know. I know a lot of y'all can relate. And I know it's worse for the ones who actually got father figures and stuff out here, out here, and just decide to not be in your life. So, you know, I feel for y'all too. I just never had that opportunity due to the circumstances, you know, and what I had to go through, what he has to go through, what he's still going through. I'm 30 years old. I turned 30 August 12th. I'm 30 years old. I ain't never had my father physically in my life, bro. And like I said, my mother, she did the best that she could, right? I love my parents. I do. And even though me and my mom has had our disagreements, I still love her. I know that she did the best that she could. You know, she did what she knew how. And you know, my grandmother raised me. God bless my grandmother, Regina. I love you, Grandma, if you're watching this. I don't know what I would do without that woman. And y'all, forgive me if I get emotional in this video, but people just don't understand, like, how big my heart is, bro. How much pain I've been through, how much betrayal I've been through, how much I wanted to give up, how many times I just wanted to throw in the towel. And I know that it's only by the grace of God that I'm still here. So I'm going to use my voice, I'm going to use my testimony to help not only set myself free, but to help and empower other people, especially women, single mothers, women who's been abused, used, left to fend for themselves and their kids or their kid. Ain't had no help, nobody who really wanted to believe in them, tell them it was going to be okay, show a little bit support, emotional support. Just had to get it out the mud. I'm blessed though. I can't even, I really try not to complain. But beyond that, I still feel a lot of pain. So I say all of that to say, I guess I've been searching for the love of my father through these broken relationships and situationships with my baby fathers. Can't even say baby fathers because one of them I had married. So, ex-husband, my first baby dad, just pouring and pouring and pouring myself into people and not receiving nothing back, bro. Like, taking my love for granted. And, like, I know this is all a part of the plan. It's all happened for a reason. Because God does work in mysterious ways. I tell y'all this all the time. Like, it's made me so much stronger and wiser. But, I'm sorry if I get off track. It's just a lot of things going on in my head. I don't really know where to start with everything. So, like, backtrack into, I ain't ever had my father, or really a real true father figure in my life to help me navigate through this life or feel protected and loved. You know, that love a father's supposed to give his child, especially his daughter. I'm not saying that my dad didn't love me. I know my dad loves me. He adores me. And I know he is heartbroken that he has not had the opportunity to be out here to raise his children, which is me and my sister and my brother, my little brother. Especially with just how our lives have kind of turned out so far. Again, I'm sorry if y'all hear my kids snoring and stuff in the background. They knocked out. Anyway, yeah, like not having that and then not really having like the emotional support that I guess I always wanted from my mom has really been difficult for me growing up. And like I said, I'm just thankful for my grandma because she's always showed me some type of love. So at the end of the day, it's like I can't really complain because there's some people out here who has never had any of that. Like anybody to fall back on, anybody to love them or show them what some type of love was or care. My grandma spoiled the shit out of me. I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm her first grandchild out of like 20 something. I think almost 30. Don't quote me on that because I didn't lost count. She got hella grandkids, but my grandma's a blessing. She's definitely been one of the number one people and supporters in my life that even if I've done wrong, like, she's always there if I call her. She's done so much for a lot of people, not even just me. But everybody always think it's just me. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna talk about that, but yeah. So I'm just grateful for that, but like, I'm just tired, y'all, for real. I know this is just the beginning, for real. Like, anyway, like, so starting at the age of 16, or 15, for real, freshman year, I end up getting pregnant, had a baby at 16. Shout out to my firstborn, LJ, I love you. Mommy loves you so much. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. My baby's 13, y'all. He made me a mommy at 16 years old. God knew. He knew. That was the first time I had to really step up and be on my grown woman shit for real. So I had to grow up fast. That's nobody's fault but mine. Because I decided to do that. But I guess the reason why I feel like I went with that is because, for one, I'm just moving too fast. But for two, I guess I wanted a family. You know what I'm saying? I wanted something so desperately at a young age that I never really had or experienced. I was willing to just create my own. So, end up doing that. Me and him did not work out. We were young. I don't fault neither one of us for the situation. You know, we were young and dumb, moving too fast. I lost my virginity to his father too. I was just so pressed to just, I don't know, just move so fast and just create a family. So that's how I became a mom. First time I became a mom. Still in high school. Only one walking in Hilton hallways with a belly. I think it was me and another girl. But it was a couple of us. But I remember me, for real, being like the only one for a while who, you know, walking in them Hilton hallways. Shout out to CD Hilton High School. And all the people who was always having my back, trying to make sure I was straight. Watch out. Don't hit her stomach. Because you know them hallways is crowded as hell. Everybody trying to get to class. And when I had my baby, y'all always, for the ones who remember and showed me love and, you know, didn't really judge me. Because, you know, a lot of people who got pregnant in high school, they was judged and people talk shit. And I'm pretty sure it was people who talk shit. But it didn't ever get back to me. I ain't ever hear nothing, you know, negative or whatever. But, you know, people always gonna talk their shit. That's irrelevant. But anyway, yeah. So, became a mom, 16 years old. And that's when life really, 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 really got real. Because now I'm in high school, trying to graduate, which I did graduate. Thank God. I got my high school diploma. So, for all you moms out there, teen moms out there, it's not impossible. You can do it. You can do it. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it. Don't let nobody tell you just because you a teen mom, teen dad, that your life is over. No, your life is just beginning. It's just time for you to really tap in and like straighten up and really be serious about your future, because it's not about you no more. It's about your baby or your babies. But yeah, life got real. I'm sleep deprived, trying to take care of my baby throughout the night, on top of doing my schoolwork. Gotta do homeschool for some time now. Like when I was getting closer to the end of my pregnancy and then having him, I couldn't go back to school right away. I had to make sure, you know, he was good. And I did the best that I could for as long as I could. And the reason why y'all don't see LJ with me a lot of the times, and I miss him a lot, is because when he turned, I want to say 3 going on 4, if I'm not mistaken, I allowed him to go live with his dad. At the time, his dad was living with his parents. So I just so badly wanted my son to have a relationship with his father. And we were going through things. We weren't together. Like, we were broken up. And it was just a lot of not seeing eye to eye. And like I said, just being young and stuff. So, like, you know, I felt like I had already been doing my part. And shout out to LJ's grandparents. Like, they really have helped me a lot with him. Like, they have been the best grandparents I could ever ask for when it comes to my son. Like, they definitely helped mold my baby into who he is today. You know, it takes a village, you guys. It's not easy. So, the reason why y'all don't see him with me all the time is because his grandparents pretty much raised him. Because, like I said, I sent him to be with his father, who was living with his parents at the time. So my baby could be around his dad. You know, he's getting older. So it's like, you know, all right. And then LJ loved being over there. Like, that's their first grandson. And they all just, you know, that was just, he was a blessing, you know, to everybody. Like, and still is. So that's how that ended up happening. And since then, he's just been there. You know, and I just feel like since I've had my other kids, I want LJ to continue to get the best love and care that I can't give. I mean, I'm not saying I can't give him love and care, but like the things that his grandparents and stuff can give him, I wanted that to continue. Like, They helped get him in baseball. I mean, that boy's a pro. I see him in the league. Like, I'm claiming that for my son. Like, he's a superstar, y'all. Like, my baby's a superstar. Like, I love my son. I love my kids. I'm so proud of my kids. And that's why I can't stop. I can't quit no matter how hard stuff gets. Because I got to show them no matter what, your mom fought through it. Your mom broke generational curses for y'all. Your mom is a warrior. Your mom believes in God and knows that God is doing some things. And he had to shake me up. He had to allow me to go through certain things to get me to do what I know is greater than me and them and the next generations to come. I can't let my kids and my kids' kids and my kids' kids and my kids' kids, you know what I'm saying? They kids' kids. I can't let them down. I don't want to be a victim. I want my people to be proud of me. I want my babies to be proud of me. I don't care about nobody else. I want my kids to be proud of me. I want my kids' kids to be proud of me. I want my kids' kids' kids to be proud of me. You know what I'm saying? And so on. So they don't have to deal with or go through the things that I've dealt with. I'm trying to break the cycle. Break every chain. Break the bondage. Them karmic lessons. I was sacrificed, I know. And God chose me to do it because he knows my heart and he knows my intentions. But I love my babies, bro. I'm so thankful for my kids. If it was not for my kids and going through certain things I've been through, bro, I would not be here. No cap. I would not be here. That's on everything. I know it for a fact. They keep me pushing. They keep me going. Anyway, I'm sorry to get off topic. And I'm sorry. I'm not sorry for being emotional. I'm being vulnerable right now. I don't care. I don't care how I look. I don't care how I sound. I don't care if I'm making people mad. I don't care if I'm triggering motherfuckers. Fuck y'all, bro. Anyway. I did what I felt was best for my son at the time. And he just grew so damn fast. You know what I'm saying? I ended up having my second son, Andre Jr., AJ. Because at this point, like I said, me and LJ's father, we was just done. He moved on to somebody else. I done moved on to somebody else back in 2016. 15, 16. I thought I was in love. Well, I was in love. I feel like it was more of a lust thing, though, too. Looking back. Now that I've healed and stuff. And I'm still healing, but, you know. But just looking back now, the version of myself that I am now. From then, yeah. I think it was more of a lust thing. I did have big love for their father. And like I said, just searching for that family. So at this point, I'm just like, damn, it ain't work out with LJ's father. Meet this nigga named Andre. Which when I was dealing with LJ's father, I was hearing about this nigga all over the place. I mean, the ladies was on his ass heavy, y'all. So I thought I was doing my shit when I got with him. I ended up meeting him at a gas station in Dumfries. Seeing him randomly for the first time after hearing about him all this time. And yeah, he was hitting me through other females' pages and stuff. Like, I don't know, just trying to get me to, like, deal with him. And I don't know, I was like, at first. But, you know, when somebody consistent and they want what they want, like, you eventually fall in the trap. So I fell in the trap. So I'm like, okay, let me see what's up with him. And I've always been one of the people who always want to save everybody. Like, I don't know. I guess opposites to track. I've always been a good girl, for real. And I always thought that, like, my big heart could help somebody turn their heart or, like, their darkness into light. Like, just always trying to save somebody. Like, bitch, you cannot save everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he was just, and probably still is. I haven't talked to him in years at this point, but he was just all over the place. I'm not going to hold you. And I came in thinking, oh, okay. But he also was wearing a mask. So he was also portraying something he wasn't. You know how these narcissists be. And I feel like also we trauma bonded. I trauma bonded with, I think, the father of my kids, especially my second baby dad, my ex-husband. I trauma bonded with him. And yeah, he just didn't want to heal. I was wanting to heal with him, but he didn't want to heal. So what am I to do? And then people have to understand, I'm already a mother. He was already a father too. I think it's just different with women and men and just being different people, having different hearts and stuff and different intentions. We just weren't on the same page. So, ended up having AJ. Of course, once you get pregnant, people start showing their true colors. So, that's when he started showing his true colors, putting his hands on me, cussing me out. You know, just treating me the total opposite of what he was doing before I had got pregnant. But you know, when niggas is under pressure and niggas start getting more responsibilities, certain things and people just start switching up on you. So, you know, I was kind of used to that once I had got pregnant with LJ. So, honestly, it really didn't surprise me. But, you know, it is what it is. This was way worse. Me dealing with my last 3 kids' father was like one of the worst situations, relationships I ever been in. Like, I never thought somebody could dog me out as bad as he dogged me out. But I'm glad he did, because he little do he know, he was trying to break my spirit and break me. And honestly, he made me the strongest person ever. Like, he helped me start my spiritual awakening. Like, he helped me to get out the matrix. So, like I always say, what the devil means for it to be bad for you, God always makes good for you. So, honestly, it's a blessing in disguise. And then he gave me 3 blessings. So, that, of course, he has not ever helped me take care of. Let's be for real. Still out here having kids. That I'm sure he's not taking care of. And if he is, it's because the baby mom is retarded and she's trying to buy his love, which I feel bad for these females if he's out here still dealing with somebody. I feel bad for them because they'll see too. And a lot of the females he was dealing with, especially like right after we had stopped dealing with each other and I like left, they thought they was doing something. I tried to warn them. Always trying to help these girls, and they think they shitting on you, listening to what this nigga telling them, not really sitting down and thinking like, she done had 2-3 kids with him. What? Who the fuck just ups and leaves somebody? Like, you know what I'm saying? Dang, Nova. I gotta go get they tonsils checked out, because, Lord, they ain't ever been snoring like this. Sorry, y'all. It's just a lot. I got a lot on my mind. I have a lot to say. I don't know where to, like, you know, I'm getting off track and stuff because it's just so much. I've been wanting to speak on so much, and it's just, yeah. But where I'm at right now in my life, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to talk. I'm going to say it all. I don't care. I don't care. Anyway, yeah. So, ended up having AJ, like I said, with this nigga. we ended up breaking up. Well, I ended up leaving because he was lying. Then I kept finding out about all of these damn females. Like, one thing I'm not going to do is ever give a nigga the time time of day to play in my motherfucking face and think that you just about to do what you gonna do, have your cake and eat it too. Absolutely not. No. You know, and I do forgive because I know we're human. So my dumb ass ends up forgiving him, of course, with everything he was putting me through. I ain't see the red flags and the signs. I mean, I did, but I wanted to wear them rose-colored glasses because I just didn't want to believe it. Because at this point, I'm like, damn, I already got one baby father I ain't work out with. I'm on to the second one. I got another child with him, so this is my second child, my second son. Now, after I done found out all of this shit, I didn't left him. I'm finding out I'm pregnant again when I went to go live with my grandmother after I left him. This nigga goes and gets a copycat version of me and hurry up and get her pregnant, trying to put us in competition and shit, which that was a whole mess. If anybody was here during those years, y'all know y'all remember this shit. But that was a whole damn mess. But that's what these narcissists do to make themselves feel empowered, and helps their ego to be boosted, to have females, especially cute. I mean, I don't know about the other baby mothers, but I know me being his second baby mother, the first baby mother, and the third baby mother, we cute. We not ugly. No shade to nobody else. But me and the first three, we all kind of resemble each other. That's another thing these narcs do. They go out here and find people who look like the original version of the you know what I'm saying? They got a type. They think they slick because it's like, I don't know, it's weird. They're just fucking weird. Like, I can't even, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, end up finding I'm pregnant with Dion. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was contemplating on getting an abortion. I have not ever had an abortion. I don't plan on ever having an abortion. Ever in my life. I just can't do that. And I'm not judging anybody else or any other woman who's had to go through that, because everybody has their own reasonings and all of that. I was even thinking about giving him up for adoption, but then I'm like, I can't do that shit. I got 2 sons. What the fuck I look like giving my 3rd son up? You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, I know I'm just about to be a single mom again. Because he done had another baby. And I know at this point, he all over the place. So then I'm pissed off about that. But at the same time, like, damn, I'm desperate to have this family. I'm like, I didn't do all of this shit for nothing. Like, I really did love him. I was really in love with him. I'm not going to lie. Or really in lust with him at the time. But I know I had big love for him. I was willing to, like, sacrifice anything that I could to make sure we stayed together for my kids. Because, like I said, at this point, now I have 2 by him, and I already have another one by LJ's father. You know what I'm saying? So that's 3 kids now. I'm just thinking, like, damn, how the fuck I'm gonna raise 3 sons by myself? So, like I said, I got in desperate mode. I'm just like, you know, started lowering my standards and just accepting anything. And niggas know, they know when you're weak and when, you know, you're vulnerable. They gonna play the game. They gonna play the game. So he played that motherfucking game. Oh, baby. He played that game. But he played himself, honestly. Sadly. But it is what it is. Because like I said, God does everything for a reason. Anyway, this is going to be a long video. We already 34 minutes into this. So, end up having Dion. He want to act like that's not his son. Nigga, you know damn well you was the only one I was sleeping with. Like, please, just because you out here slinging dick to Woodbridge, the whole Woodbridge, Prince William County, don't mean I'm out here throwing cootie cat. I just had AJ. What the fuck do I look like going out here getting pregnant? I mean, females do it all the time, so I understand. But this nigga knew damn well. But since he was already out here and he knew that he had got another junk pregnant, he gonna try to play me and make it seem like I'm just a thotty out here just throwing body. Getting pregnant with my third child with somebody else. Absolutely the fuck not. Like, ew. So, from there, like I said, I was with my grandmother. I was at her house. God bless her, because she helped me through all of this shit. She was damn near their father. I mean, for real. She was already helping me with AJ. I lived in her house when I had LJ. But like I said, LJ's grandparents helped me the whole entire time, still helping me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they the best grandparents ever. Shout out to the Thompsons, for real. Y'all really that. My last 3 kids, grandparents can eat shit. I'm sorry, not sorry. But they're the worst narcissistic ass motherfuckers too. That's where they fucking son get that shit from. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, all shade thrown. Because y'all weird. That whole side of the family just y'all weird. I ain't gonna hold you. And I don't give a fuck. Y'all can be mad all you want to. I call it how I see it. I call it how it is. Don't be weird if you don't want to be called weird. Period. Shit's weird. So, live with, when I had AJ, I was living with Andre and his parents. Granted, I didn't have to move in with him. He wanted me to move in with him. He wanted me to move in with him. Like begging type shit. To the point where he went to his dad and made it seem like I ain't had no place to go. And you know what I'm saying? Because we were inseparable. Like, we trauma bonded. So, like, we were just, like, always wanting to be with each other. Like, once upon a time, I was going to fucking work with this nigga, waiting in the car and shit. Waiting in the back when he used to work at this mattress place. Waiting in the back and shit for him to get off fucking work. Because, like, we just always wanted to be with each other. Smoking weed, getting high all motherfucking day. Drinking. I mean, the nigga introduced me to motherfucking, ecstasy. Motherfucking, Xanax and shit. I was trying to get him off that shit. I only did that shit, like, maybe once or twice. I ain't like that shit. I got him off for doing that shit. Like, people saw I had made a difference in his life when I came into his life. He wasn't all bad. But he let motherfuckers get into his head and allow the devil to take over him, bargaining with the devil, that he missed out on a blessing. Blessings. Because me and these 3... are blessings. This nigga out here looking busted and disgusted. Lord forgive me, but you could tell when somebody done people wrong or a person wrong. You could tell. It's all written over their face and how they carry themselves. Then if that motherfucker got your name in their mouth 24/7, you don't ever see the other person talk about them or worry about them. They be minding their business 24/7. You could really tell. Because why are you telling people who don't even know me about shit and lying on me and shit? Like, what, like, people, like, it's a mental thing. People just start losing their mind because that's that karma. That's that karma. You do good people wrong, what you think gonna happen eventually? So people got to make themselves look good and make themselves feel better and stuff because they know what they did. They know that they was wrong in situations, and to make themselves feel better and look better to other people because the paranoia, they think everybody know what they doing and stuff, what they did, you know, because that's just how that shit work. They got to do that. That's how these narcissistic ass motherfuckers work. So, 40 minutes into the video, I knew this was going to be a long video, and I ain't even done yet. I'm going to have to probably make part 1, part 2. This is just part 1. Because I don't know. I don't really want too much of a long video. So, my emotions is just, whew. From there, his third baby mother ended up taking me. Because I ended up keeping Dion. I was not about to. I just couldn't. My heart wouldn't let me abort him. My heart wouldn't let me give him up for adoption. And I'm keeping Dion. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Let's just prep and have this baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. I can't have my kids out here all confused on why I kept these 2 and I didn't keep this one. Why, you know, then I couldn't live with myself having an abortion. I just can't. I can't kill God's creation. I can't do that. That's just not, that's not up to me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, ended up having Dion. He was not a part of that pregnancy at all. Put me through hell. I never thought that I would go through pregnancies and shit alone. Like, I never thought that. I never thought I would be that girl, that woman, to experience that type of pain, y'all. Like, when I tell y'all, that was the worst heartache and pain I ever felt, especially when I found out I was pregnant with somebody else at the same time. It's like, damn. But again, he was being used as a puppet by the enemy to break my spirit. That was the beginning of this shit. So I went through a lot of shit with Dion. Out of all my pregnancies, my 4 kids, my 3rd pregnancy, when I had my 3rd son, that was the most heartbreaking, lonely, miserable ass shit I've ever experienced in my life. And I don't wish that shit or that pain on nobody. So, from there, and this is where the delusional, I think the postpartum and the desperation of wanting a family starts to kick in. Because my dumbass, of course, they know how to talk. They know how to persuade you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I want my family, blah, 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 blah. Because at this point, honestly, my son, Dion, and the other girl that he had pregnant at that time, they was right after each other. Like, I had Dion, and then she, right after, maybe a month or 2 later, had her child, which was a little girl. So now he got two sons and 2 daughters. I got 3 sons, 2 by him and 1 by my first baby dad. Now I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, why did you do that? Like, so heartbreaking, confused, delusional, retarded, slow, broken, desperate. Me, desperate Nautica at the time, allowed this narcissist to make me feel like we could still make this work. And like I said, I'm like, damn, I got 3 sons at this point. I ain't do all of this for no reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? And what makes it bad is after I had AJ, me and him was using protection. He was pulling out stuff. Like, I know it's TMI, but I'm just keeping it real and keeping it real blunt with y'all. You know, the one time we decide not to do that, use protection with that, he purposely, like, nuts in me. And he laughs after that, y'all. Like, he laughs. Like, haha. Like, on some, I trapped you, bitch. Yeah. So that's what made me even more angry once I found out I was pregnant with Dion after I left, because I was just like, this is too toxic, this is too much. Not only that, his parents was moving at the time, the place we were living at in Dumfries. They was moving, they was asking us, what we gonna do, what we gonna do. This nigga was lying, making it seem like he was going to work, making it seem like he was going to apply for apartments and shit, making it seem like he was really, like, doing shit to be a man, to take care of his family and provide for us. So when I found out this nigga was lying about going to work, lying about his paycheck, spending all his little bit of paycheck that he was getting or did get on fucking weed and smoking the product up, of course I'm like, I'm about to call my grandma. I could go back to her house. Me and my baby not about to be sleeping in no motherfucking car. Me and my baby's not about to be at the time, I didn't know I was pregnant with Dion yet. I found that out when I was with when I went to my grandmother's house. So I'm thinking it's just me and AJ. I'm like, I'm not about to do this, because you making it seem like you got it all together to be providing for us and stuff, and you've been lying the whole time. Like, and granted, y'all, I went through a lot of shit when I was pregnant with AJ, like morning sickness and shit. Like, I couldn't really do shit. I couldn't drink water or eat ice without throwing up. Like, my whole pregnancy with him was terrible. That's how I should have knew right there. Girl, what the fuck did you do? Because that is his first son. So he's like the splitting image of him. And I'm not, my baby's gonna be different. My baby is different. Yeah, he looked like his father. He act like his father in certain ways, but we breaking that. It's like, my baby gonna be better. All my kids. Yeah, he helped me create them, but no. They got some me in them. And I'm the one raising them, so they definitely gonna be different. Which is why I left, because he is not the best example. I'm sorry. Anyway, not sorry. So that's what ended up happening. I pretty much, like, when I found out they was moving, I'm like, yeah, you got me fucked up. I'm not about to be out here like really struggling, like sleeping in cars. You over here lying, making it seem like you about to be taking care of us, like you got all this shit together and stuff, and you lying, pump faking and shit. So I called my grandmother. I was like, Grandma, they, about to be moving. They asking us where we about to go. She was like, well, you always have a place to stay, which that's why I love about my grandma. Like, she has always been, if she could, you know what I'm saying, and there's space available, you could come back here. That's where I was raised, like, that's all I know. So thank God I was able to go there. So I went there, and when I got there, I was feeling weird. I'm like, damn. End up going to the doctor, find out I was pregnant with Dion. So that's how that ends up happening, So then find out I'm having Dion. While I'm at my grandmother's house too, already have AJ, taking care of AJ. He didn't do shit. The most he did was like buy AJ a box of diapers one time, one little can of milk, and an outfit. From what I could remember, like, that's all he's ever done. Like, going all out, that was like all he had did for him. Because at this point, he's already entertaining somebody else. He was already, I don't care what nobody said. He was already entertaining that person before I had left. That was just his little backup. Everybody know narcissists always got little backups and shit. They always got another plan just in case they first little plot twist don't work out. So, yeah. And that's why it'd be so funny that these bitches be thinking that they're the prize, or like they're doing something, and they really not, because you're literally like rebound. Like, anyway, nobody's special in this shit, for real. But it's just funny because when bitches be trying to flex and make it seem like they got one up on you, and the nigga end up doing you just as dirty, if not worse, it's like, what you got to say now? Because these bitches be having so much shit to say. Anyway, from there, had Dion. Okay, I'm sorry, because this shit is so kind of long ago. Because my kids is 7, 6, and 5 now. So, like, that's how long it's taken me to really talk about this shit. I wish I started talking about this shit early, but my throat chakra was blocked. And I had bigger fish to fry to be, like, on YouTube and shit. Like, I just started taking this shit a little bit more serious now, because I'm healing more and I'm able to be more vulnerable and talk about this shit. Because it just needs to be talked about. And like I said, if my story can help somebody else, then so be it. And God told me to speak. I keep hearing him say, speak, talk, tell them, expose, reveal. And I'm just like, shit, okay, God, okay. So, I'm being obedient. Okay, so, where am I at? After, I'm at my grandmother's house. I'm about to have Dion. Me and the other baby mother, at this point, we catching on to shit, but we both still kind of like, trying to one-up each other, because this nigga's both telling us different things. Because he's trying to have his cake and eat it too. She pregnant, so this her first baby at this point. I'm motherfucking pregnant with his second child. So I'm feeling like I'm entitled to really be with him, because I already been with him. I already had my first son with him. Like, you knew certain things and you still decided to lay down with him and have a baby. So what the fuck? Like, it's kind of like, that's on you. Like, in my mind at the time, like, this is my family. You came in and you disrupted what we got going on. Not putting 2 and 2 together and putting the blame on this nigga, because he playing both of us at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So everybody just in the fucking circus ring looking like cold clowns at this point. Like, it was a whole game. Like, it was just so ill. I'm so mad I participated in that shit. But I was unhealed. I was not who I am today. So, it's cool. Anyway, so like I said, me and her was kind of like, you know, talking and, you know, giving each other the tea. Because this nigga, I mean, when I tell y'all, he thought he was a smooth operator. He telling her this. He telling me this. Me and her exchanging motherfucking text messages and shit. We back and forth on the phone telling each other shit. Like, this shit was crazy. Like, and he would be on the phone when you call him and confront him or even send him the messages and lie. Like, straight lie. Knowing he lying. And getting a kick out of lying, y'all. Making you feel like you're crazy. Like, that's what they do. They literally play on your mental and make you seem like you're the crazy one. You're tripping. You got it fucked up. Like, it's so insane. Like, and the boldness, the I don't give a fuck is even more insane to me. Like, that's some demonic devil shit, bro. Especially when you know you playing with people who have good hearts and good intentions, who really trying to, like, love you and help you to heal and, you know, trying to shape you and mold you into be a better man. Like, shit is crazy. So, me and her got so cool to the point where I'm really, like, fucking with her more than, like, I'm on some, well, fuck you, because, nigga, you ain't about to help with shit. You over here trying to hop the fence. 1 minute you want to be up here, you know what I'm saying? Because he having his cake and he eating it too. Real heavy. So, and then you have to understand, with us being pregnant, we're not, you know what I'm saying? Our emotions is all over the place. So that's even more evil and fucked up for somebody to sit up there and really do that. Like, but whatever. Then he preys on people who he knows have, like, some of the similar same past, where, like, fathers weren't involved and, you know, people wanted families and something that they didn't have. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows who, and he told me this before. I prey on the weak. I prey on the weak. Even though he's the weakest link of us all. To make himself feel and what they call it, inferior, I think. To make himself feel like big dog. I'm going to use that word because I don't even know if that is the right word that I just said. But to make himself feel better about himself, he had to do all of this shit, which was just sick and sad. Like, the lowest of the lowest. So, me and her became so cool. She ended up taking me to the motherfucking hospital for Dion, to have Dion. Like, what the fuck? Which I'm thankful for because, yeah, it was just a lot. So, from there, end up having Dion. This nigga still trying to claim that the baby is not his. Like, she's even on some, like, Andre, I don't care. I will bring you to the hospital to see the baby. Like, you don't have to lie. Like, stop lying. So this nigga didn't even come to the fucking hospital to do the birth certificate for Dion. Like, I feel so bad for Dion because he's the sweet, like, Dion is so sweet. Him, LJ and Dion are my two Taurus babies. Taurus are so sweet, especially my boys. I don't know about the females. I don't like the female Taurus. They kind of weird. Like, 1 minute they want to be all cool, and then the next they be talking shit, throwing shade, being weird and shit. I don't know. I can't really fuck with it. But the boy Taurus, I love men and boy Taurus. Like, they're so sweet. They really adore their mom and, like, their loved ones, and, like, they go so hard. So that's how my baby is. Like, Dion, that's my youngest son. That is my baby. I love all my kids, but, like, he's my youngest son. Like, that is my baby. Like, he is so sweet. He's always, not even just to me, like, if he sees somebody sad, you okay? You know, like, he's an earth angel too, for sure. Like, he's definitely an earth angel. So, yeah, so, oh my gosh, that shit was just hell. Oh my gosh. So he didn't come to the hospital, sign a birth certificate. So, like I said, that was like the worst pregnancy, worst delivery I ever had. I don't wish that shit on nobody, but it is what it is. We made it through. I'm still here. We're here. It is what it is. So, moving forward from there, I end up taking Dion back to my grandma's house. So at this point, I got LJ, I got AJ, and I got DJ. LJ's with his grandparents, so LJ's straight. You know, he's with his dad and his grandparents at this time, before his father moved to Florida. AJ and DJ with me. So I'm literally taking care of 2 babies in Pampers, 2 boys in Pampers, crying. I'm going through postpartum, went through this crazy ass pregnancy and abuse and bullshit, disrespect to the utmost. And I'm literally just trying to make it through. And I made it through. That's why I'm telling y'all. Anybody who can relate to my story, baby, you got this. Do not give up. Your kids need you. You need you. So, moving forward from there, I know y'all trying to figure out, well, how does Nova get into play? Here we go. Being the, like I said, the desperate, delusional, just wanting a family so bad, overly forgiving, overly understanding, fucking Nautica, lover girl that I am. He ends up apologizing for everything he put me through with Dion and AJ, and oh, I want my family back. I'm so sorry. Telling me his life story. I mean, lying about shit that's just fucking insane to get me to like understand why he moves the way he moves, and making up like the craziest shit to the point where he doesn't care how other people looks in these stories. Like, I can really get specific, but it's kind of sick. I really don't even want to like go there, but all types of shit. Meaning to tell y'all, when he was doing all of this shit with me when I was pregnant with Dion, he ended up getting a car accident with the girl that he had a baby with on me when we was pregnant at the same time. He ended up getting a car accident. This is before she was pregnant, I think. He ended up getting a car accident with her. This nigga tried to make me feel bad because he had tried to get me to go with him at first, but I was like, you moving funny. I'm not about to do that. We had just gotten an argument, and I was just like, yeah, no, I don't want to fight with you and argue with you when I see you. So, yeah, you go ahead and go do what you're going to do on your own. So, I guess he ended up calling her after, and she ends up going with him or whatever, and they end up getting in a fucking car accident. So, he fucking ends up, like, fucking up that car to the point where, what do you call it? Total. He totaled the car. Like... shit is crazy, like, looking back and thinking about this shit. He totaled the fucking car, and I'm just thinking, like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I did not go. Like, that was spirit, that was God really, like, protecting me. But I don't feel like if I was with him, that would have happened with me, because I'm so protected. He was just doing dirt, and that was his karma. He was trying to be funny, and this is, like, when, like, funny shit was going on, and that's what happens when you're trying to be going up against God's children, dummy. So that was just the first little start of bullshit for him. This nigga calls me, texts me, mad because I didn't check in on him. I didn't even know the nigga was in a car accident. You know, he want to cuss me out, block me and shit. So then I guess when that happened, he expect for me to, I guess, find out from whoever. And I was just supposed to just... oh my gosh, you okay? After you've been dogging me out, like, how the fuck I'm supposed to know? I didn't know that you got in an accident. But, I mean, you reap what you sow. Not saying that I wish that on anybody, but it's like, what? Like, you can't be moving how you move and think God not watching. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to be put in situations where you getting your karma. Like, what the fuck? The fuck? Like, people are slow, retarded. So, yeah. So, that ends up happening. Or whatever. Anyway, I'm trying to get to the point where I tell y'all how Nova came into play. I didn't even know I was pregnant with Nova. That's the crazy part. So, went through all of this shit with him. I already had Dion. He already had the other baby. He didn't even go to her fucking, I don't even think he went to the hospital to sign that baby. Well, I think he did sign that baby birth certificate. I don't know for sure. I don't know. I don't care. That's not really my business. But I know that he put her through a lot of shit too. Nobody got any type of special treatment, for real, for real. He got what he got out of us and out of the situation and was just like, fuck all y'all. I'm on to the next bitch, for real, for real. Unless he wanted to come back and he wanted something or needed something from us, because we were just that dumb at the time and desperate to feel like we're doing something with the father of our children or child. So, after I had Dion, I'm gonna focus on me and my kids. After I had Dion, I basically am going through it. I got postpartum, all type of shit. So this nigga, the whole time, back and forth, hit me. Oh, I want my family back. I'm sorry. I ain't shit. This is why I do this and that. My childhood was fucked up and blah blah blah. You know, I'm like, damn. Like, oh, I feel bad. Okay, like, let me see if I can work it out with him. Because I don't want to be another single mom. And I have 3 kids now. I have 3 sons. Like, I need some type of father figure for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just desperate because I have my father. So I'm really, like, wanting my kids to have their father and their mom. Like, he knew how to play this shit, you know? So my dumb ass falls for it. And he's like, please, let's just go get married. Let's just go get married. Which now I know that was a whole fucking setup. For whatever spiritual, he think I don't know. That was a spiritual setup. It's cool though, because God let me know what's tea with your ass and your family. So he fucking pressed me out to get married. And I'm like, God, are you answering my prayers? Like, no, baby, that was the enemy playing tricks on me. My dumb delusional ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was weak and vulnerable at the moment. Like, I'm dumb, slow, like, you know, desperate for a family. And he knew all the things to say. The devil know how to use people to, you know what I'm saying? He know. So it's like, let's go get married, please. Let's just do this. I want to be better. I want to do better. I want to be a better man. I want to be a part of my son's lives and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. I always wanted this. I've been fighting for this. I've been sacrificing for this. Like, I already then had 2 kids with you, nigga. I got 3 sons already. Like, let's just do it. Let's just go do it. So my dumb ass ends up going to do it. Because he knew I was, like, on the verge of just leaving for real. So every time they feel like they about to lose you, they do and say whatever they think that you want to hear or what you want them to do. They know how to do that shit. There's some motherfucking charmers. I'm telling y'all. And if you ain't ever been in this type of situation, dealing with a incubus spirit and a narcissist, you won't understand. So please judge your mama. You would just never get it unless you have been in some shit like this. You understand? I never thought I would go through some shit like this, but I've been through it. It's cool. And like I said, I'm sharing my story for anybody out here. You're not crazy. You're not by yourself. I understand. So from there, we 1 hour into this video. Cool. So from there, we end up getting married. I think it was June 22nd, 2017. I don't know. I got the paper, the marriage paper, y'all. I'll maybe share it with y'all one day if y'all want to see it. Put in the comments if you want to see the funky ass marriage certificate. Because this nigga was lying out here saying we weren't married to people. Like, you pressed me to get married to you. I didn't ask you to marry me. And you know what's crazy? Y'all want to know what's crazy? Like, real shit. I really wasn't, like, some was telling me, don't do it. But like I said, the enemy confused my brain, and he's like, come on, let's just go do it, and like now, today, I see why he did that shit, because he think I don't know why he did that shit. I'm telling you, I swear he went to go talk to some type of spiritual practitioner to try to bind us, not just with the kids, but with a marriage, and like feed off of my energy for his own selfish gain. It's something like that, y'all. And I know that sounds crazy as shit and weird as shit, but if you're tapped in, like I'm tapped in, then you totally understand. Because since I married this nigga, my life, not even just that, having kids is enough. But since I fucking married this dumb joke, my life has said, do, 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 do. And it's been like that ever since. So I feel like he been harvesting off my energy sending spiritual attacks, trying to bind me, which he did. I ain't even gonna say trying. He binded me not just with kids, but for fucking marriage. Like, that's a sacral, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something serious. And he used my vulnerability and the love that he knew I had for me against me. Like he used that shit to his own advantage, which is so selfish and fucked up. Then have the nerve to go out here trying to say, because I remember I was so happy. I'm like about to post my little marriage certificate on Instagram and stuff. And I remember we was in the car. He was like, I don't think you want to do that. Like some shit, like, because it's like, no, nigga, you're trying to talk me out of doing that because you still being sneaky out here doing what the fuck you want to do. And then you don't want nobody to know that you're out here married to me now because you know you've been out here doing dumb shit and you still want to do dumb shit. You still want to be out here as a free man, but you still want to get what you can get out of me and keep me close to try to drain my energy, my pure good energy. Niggas think they slick. Like, it all makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So, from there, like I said, my life's just been shit. Being attached to this fucking incubus spirit. And, yeah. So, if y'all want to hear part 2, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Because I have part 2 for y'all. I'm going to tell y'all what this nigga did after we got married. And y'all not going to believe it. And I'm going to tell you how Nova got into play. Because, yeah. So, this video has been long enough. I am tired. I need to get some rest. I have to wake up early, get my kids to school. But I will do part 2 tomorrow. And let y'all know the next of everything, the next parts of everything, because this shit is long. I'm literally going back from 2011 up into now 2025. Like, that's how long my life has been. My first baby father did not do me as bad as this nigga did me. He wasn't no saint either. But I'm give him grace because we was young and I wasn't, like, you know what I'm saying? I did my little shit too, but he did his shit. You know what I'm saying? He knew I loved his ass too. Real bad. And niggas just be taking advantage of females they know really love them. That's just really the moral of the story. But yeah, y'all, I will post part 2 tomorrow and I'll get more in details with shit and go into the abuse. Go into how Nova came into play. Go into what this dumb fuck did after we got married. And that's why I really was like, yeah, I can't do this no more. So, if y'all want to, like I said, if y'all want to hear that, comment. Part 2, please. Part 2 me, please. And, yeah. But anybody who's watching this, female or men, because men go through this shit too. It's some dirty, nasty ass, scumbucket ass females out here too. So, I ain't just saying all niggas ain't shit, all baby fathers the same. No. All husbands the same. No. It's just be careful, y'all. And please, see the red flags. See the red flags. And don't wear them rose-colored glasses, y'all. These people was out here to get motherfuckers with good hearts, with light within them, people that they know, very caring, very loving, very understanding. You know what I'm saying? Be careful with your heart, y'all. Cannot wear your heart on your sleeve with everybody. People will take full advantage of that shit if you let them. Okay? And don't rush. Don't rush. Also, don't jump in relationships right after the other. Heal. My best advice to anybody. Heal. Heal. Because that's how you get into these type of situations. When you're not healed and you're trying to find somebody else to heal you. Ain't nobody gonna heal you. You got to heal yourself. That's some work, inner work, shadow work, all of that. You need to do that within yourself. So, tap in with the Most High. Gain a relationship with him. I promise everything will start to just work out in your favor. I wish I would have knew that sooner or took it more serious, because I think I knew, but I didn't take it as serious. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't as spiritually aware and understood so many things as I do now. So thank God for grace. Thank God for awakening me and my spiritual awakening. And that's why I said I'm not even mad at him. He helped me. He thought he was fucking me over and you allowing the devil to use him to try to break my spirit. Boo boo. Look at you now. Look at you now. The proof is in the pudding. And regardless of what I go through, God always blesses me. God always blesses me and my kids. Because God knows my heart. God knows I love him. I worship him. He's my everything. The devil cannot ever bargain with me. I'm not ever going to take whatever he's trying to put in front of my face. Absolutely not. I can't ever go against God. Can't ever. I didn't have my moments. I didn't have my times where I messed up, where, you know, I wasn't doing the best or making the best decisions, but I always knew who to go right back to and who to repent to at the end of the day. And that's my Lord and my Savior. And I'm so thankful that God loves us and he accepts us for who we are and he forgives us. And he puts whatever sin we've done, he puts it behind. Like he don't the sea of forget what is it? Forget the sea of forget whatever shit. He don't even remember. He don't care. Like once we repent and we come to him humbly, he don't be caring. Like it's not that he don't care. He just not going to keep making you feel bad for or dwelling on it. He forgives you. And the sea of forgetfulness, I think that's what it is. He'll put it right in there and you starting from scratch. So that's another thing, y'all. Stop beating up yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself and making yourself feel like you're not worthy enough. And like, you know what I'm saying? God forgives you. God's giving you another chance to start over. And he's working on you. It takes time. Just let him work. Take it from me. He's still working on me. I'm glad I'm able to still be here to share this shit with y'all so y'all can understand and y'all can know how to move and y'all can watch out from these energy draining ass, narcissistic ass weirdos. And to also keep your faith and become closer to God because he's the only way. He's really the only way. I'm going to tell you that now. He's the only way. There ain't no shortcuts. There ain't no. It's either him or the devil. Which one you gonna choose? I tell you this, if you choose the devil, baby, you gonna keep going through it and 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 going through it, going through the same, going through all of these dating situations, same spirit, different bodies. If you don't heal yourself and you repent and you become closer with God and you don't gain a relationship with God, you're gonna go through the same shit. You're gonna keep going through it. So just come on, just do it. Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't do what I did. Receive your blessings and be able to overcome your shit way quicker than what I've done. I just didn't know no better. Everybody's story different. Everybody moved different. Everybody learned differently in different timings, you know. So I'm just telling you, make your life easier. Do what you know is right and what I'm telling you to do. So if you like this video, do what I asked you earlier, please. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And like I said, if you want part 2, comment part 2. Comment whatever questions, whatever y'all got. I don't care. Go ahead. And they better not ban my video. Because I know these mofos out here be watching mad as shit, triggered as shit. Don't be the villain in my story. Don't be the villain. Don't be the villain if you don't want to be the villain in my story when I start talking about shit. Don't be mad. It's the truth. But I tell my parts too where I was wrong. I ain't no saint. Shit. I have my little moments. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to act like I'm perfect. But I ain't do half of the shit. I would not ever think to do half of this shit that these motherfuckers did ever to anybody. I don't care if you're my worst enemy. I would not ever. Like, I don't have it in my heart. It's just weird. And I don't like having things on my conscience. I can't. That's why it's like crazy to me how people really just be out here just doing the things that they do. Like, you could tell people don't have a conscience. They're not woke. They're not awakened. Not spiritually tapped in. Because when you spiritually tapped in, you really know, like, what's tea with the world? You're not in the matrix no more. Baby, things really start changing. It's not the same no more. Yeah. You'll feel condemned and convicted. And I don't like feeling like that. So, yeah. I treat people the way the way I want to be treated. And I just move with love. Peace, love, and happiness. Love y'all. Comment part 2 if y'all want part 2. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Thank y'all for allowing me to share my story and listening if you've listened all this time and being patient with me because that was a lot. And yeah, my emotions have been all over the place because it's just things that are just like, whoa. I really don't like remembering certain things, but hey, it is what it is. It's a part of my story. And if I'm gonna write my book, shit. Anyway, I love you guys. Take care. Get close to God. Give God the glory and the praise. Pray for me and my kids. And yeah, I'll go in more details on where we at right now and all of that stuff too. So yeah. And yeah, love you guys. Have a good night.